So welcome to your next module. In this module, we're going to be talking about some of the key partners that we have in the business model. I always like to, I have this framed in my office here. This is again our business model. So we're working right through all these boxes here. So you always have to have inspiration. This is the business model that we used when we first opened up the first smoke shop. And this is actually what we had handwritten and typed out. So I don't know if I showed you that yet, but there you go. So some of our key partners in a business model, in our original business model, some of the key partners were vape wholesalers, tobacco wholesalers, hookah wholesalers, air freshener companies, glass, bongs, glass, art, things like that. And weirdly enough was adult novelty. You can barely see that, but so basically in this module we're going to go into some of the do's and don'ts and some of the gotchas that we encountered with our wholesalers. Sometimes getting the relationships with the wholesalers is an uphill battle. What I've kind of realized these days though is that in the year 2021, late 2020, there is a lot of emphasis on the vape industry trying to get back at you. And what that means is that if you need inventory and if you want to do a vape business or mostly vape business, sky's the limit for you. Because of the governmental regulations over the past couple years, it's been tough for a lot of the vape industry wholesalers to get their product out. So what happened is in some of the suburbs, some of the rich kids evidently were vaping, and some of them were getting some medical conditions, not knowing how to vape and or using it way too much. And so basically what happened is the government cracked down on the vape industry in the last year or so. So if you have any questions or concerns about vape and what part of that business you should have, then feel free to make sure that you pose those in our weekly sessions or email us so that we can help you kind of like position what you should and should not do. But at any rate, like I say, the rest of this module is going to be dedicated to some of the do's and don'ts and some of the expectations. Eventually what we're going to do is we're going to share some of our key vape wholesalers, tobacco wholesalers, etc. here we have locally. We're also going to be sharing some of the folks who will ship to you. So if you're in Alaska wanting to start a smoke shop, you could actually get it shipped to Alaska by some very well providing wholesalers and vendors that we have relationships with. So without further ado, manufacturers and wholesale vendors, learn a little bit more about that. And again, this is a very collaborative situation here. So when you have questions, make sure you reach out. Talk to you later. Brandon Johnson, Smoke Shop Masterclass.